It's time for This Week at YouTube, the show that covers YouTube. I'm the old man who knows nothing about YouTube, but let me introduce two young people who do. Lamarr Alexander. No, wait a minute. That's the former Secretary of Education.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was saluting you because I thought that was me.
Hey, Lamarr Wilson, how are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
Very well.
All right.
Also here with us, Chad Johnson, our producer and young person, token young person.
I'll also salute.
We put him here for the YouTube commenters. Make him happy.
Yeah. Oh, and to get a girl audience to start watching us, you know.
That's never going to happen, Lamarr. Just forget it.
I can't pull them in.
So, you know, we've got some YouTubers in studio with us today. Professor Messer, who does, he's got a website and a YouTube channel teaching people how to do computer networking, computer IT support, things like that.
Awesome.
It's youtube.com/Professor Messer. Also here with us, a couple of guys who, are you guys a YouTube channel or just a website? YouTube as well. And what's your YouTube handle? Say again? Studio Tech TV? All one word? So it's studiotech.tv on the web, but Studio Tech TV on YouTube. And they're going to be going down to, there you go. They're going down to the NAB to cover the National Association of Broadcasters show, which, of course, has lots of gear that YouTube channel people might be interested in. You know, last year we saw that Black Magic HD camera, the 4K camera that was like cheap.
Yeah. And it connected via Thunderbolt to computers.
Did that ever come out?
Yeah, it did. It did. It's
last week. It came out last week. So sometimes you see something at a trade show that won't be out for a while to the next trade show. It came out really last week. There it is. It's kind of cool, $3,000, but it's a 4K camera. So,
Leo, if you can invest in my YouTube channel and
does
YouTube this for me?
Does YouTube do 4K? Yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They even do 3D,
absolutely.
IMAX. I don't know about IMAX.
But if you did 4K on YouTube, I don't know if that you would get more viewers. You'd probably get fewer viewers.
No, I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal for what I do. But they do 4K and they also do 144p.
That's so horrible. Who wants that?
It's a new standard. Like, you know, the lowest was always 240p.
Yeah, and that looked crappy.
Yeah, but if you had a bad connection, then that's what you had to use.
Right.
But I guess for emerging markets and for slow connections, they introduced a 144p. I saw it on one video. It's not on every video.
Yeah, I haven't found it yet.
Yeah, I saw it in some random video. It was like early in the week before I knew I was going to use this story. And it was just horrible. But I guess it's good for the phone. If you're on a phone and you want to watch at a really low resolution, that's I just can't imagine who would want to, because even on my phone, I want to watch HD. I'll just pay for the
I always choose 720. But, you know, there are a lot of people that have bandwidth limits and so forth.
The only thing that I could, like, you know, a native screen that could only do 44p, it's like the tiny cell phone screens on like a feature phone. And do those phones even have a YouTube app to play?
Here's a Tony Hawk video. One thing you want, if you're going to do 144p, make sure there's a lot of movement, a lot of action.
Oh, you found one?
Yeah, I think that.
Excellent.
I think that
let's zoom in this one.
Zoom in, because that's high quality. See, now when it stops, it's not so bad. But I guess you'd hear the audio. It's not for watching skateboard videos.
Oh.
I mean, the audio even is super compressed. It's like mono, like through telephony. It's like horrible.
That does not look good at all.
I mean, is that people? What is that? Okay.
It looks like it's like from Nickelodeon from the 90s.
Yeah. But I understand why they want to offer this, because there are people who don't have the bandwidth, and this is the way you're going to watch it. Better that than nothing, right? Or no?
Yeah, if it brings us more YouTube views from some people who couldn't see before, more power to them. I say let's do it, but it's still funny.
Let's do it.
So another thing that's funny is that YouTube is in the business of signing more major music deals. So this time they signed a major music deal with Universal.
Oh, that's two. Now they got 2 of the 3 majors.
Yeah,
because they did Warner. We'd heard they'd done Warner.
Warner, yep.
And now
they got Universal now, and they're mainly for what we heard, they were doing this so people who do covers, they can make an agreement where they can split the revenue properly with them. 2 of the major YouTube networks like Maker Studios and Full Screen, they also signed their own separate deals, or we call them deals with the devil. And you found out something that I didn't know about this deal that's very devilish.
Yeah, this is Patrick McKay found this out, and I found the story on Tech Dirt. Apparently, there are some record companies that YouTube, partner companies they're called, that YouTube has a deal with that changes what they do about DMCA takedowns. You know, that's when if you put up a video, you're a mom, and you're dancing with your kid, and in the background on the stereo, there's a Universal Music song. Universal, well, any music company has a few choices. They can say, take it down, we own that. They can, and more likely they'll say, oh, you know, put an ad for the song up on the channel.
Which makes sense.
Which makes sense. Now, you like what you hear, maybe you could buy it. That seems like the best response. I think is there another choice where they could just, I don't know what the third choice is, but apparently.
I think it's just those two, yeah.
It's those two. Apparently, and this is a quote from YouTube, YouTube enters into agreements with certain music copyright owners, in this case it's for sure Universal Music, to allow use of their sound recordings and musical compositions. But in exchange for this, some of these music copyright owners require us to handle videos containing their sound recordings in ways that differ from the usual process on YouTube.
What?
Under these contracts, they can remove specific videos from the site. They can block specific videos in certain territories, or, and this is the one that bothers me, prevent specific videos from being reinstated after a counter notification. So you know that if I get taken down because some content holder says, you know, in that video there's something we owned, that's usually done automatic with the Content ID system. Often we will appeal it. Either we'll say, no, there was no content. In the case of that Old Spice commercial, NBC Universal didn't have any content in there. We appealed it. NBC Universal said, oh, you're right, and put it back up. Or YouTube put it back up. Yes. In this case, there is no appeal. In some instances, says YouTube, this may mean the Content ID appeals or counter notification process will not be available.
But hey, there's a silver lining. Your account will not be penalized.
Yeah. That's so you can get penalized. You can actually get copyright strikes, but they won't do that for you. But they won't put your thing back. Now that means, let's say Universal decides that because we were talking about Universal Music, they didn't like it, and they issued a takedown. We'd have no appeal, even if there was no music in here.
Now, does that have some loopholes in this?
Yeah, is that only if it matches Content ID, or if they just look at a video and say,
well, I'll give you an example.
We don't like that video, take it down.
This happened last year. We weren't sure why, but now this confirms it. Remember when the Mega Upload song got taken down? Not because there was any Universal Music in it, but because there were Universal Music artists in it, even though those artists had agreed to do the song.
Right.
And that
wouldn't have matched Content ID.
That wouldn't have matched Content ID. It was pulled down. At that time, Universal Music said it had a contractual agreement that it allowed it to take down videos like that one. YouTube denied it, but now I'm wondering if this is what they were talking about.
This is a scary time. There's so many people that I know that are just musicians just trying to get their name out, and a lot of them do content from young people to older people. Now they're scared to do covers. But you were talking about just like what Prince did some years ago with the mom and the dancing baby.
Right.
You know, pulled her video down. Yeah. Which is ridiculous. Like, it's promoting your song. I don't understand the logic behind these artists and these companies. You are getting free freaking promotion that you don't have to pay for. And if I hear that song, 9 times out of 10, if I like it, I'm going to Spotify, or I would go to iTunes if I didn't have Spotify, and I might buy it.
Yeah, I mean, we know this. We know this, but the music industry doesn't. And you know what? In many cases, but it's Prince's right. It's his song. It's his right to say, no, that's my copyright material. You may not post it. It may be dumb. I think you and I agree it's dumb. Yeah. But he has the right to do that. Where my problem comes with YouTube for allowing them to bypass this fair use argument, or even just this saying, no, it didn't, there's nothing in there. I mean, we should be able to appeal it. I think that's really important. By the way, there's no legal requirement that they do that. You know, any site owner can pull down any content for any reason. It's a little risky because you might lose your safe harbor protection. Anyway, I thought that was an interesting story.
No, this is a slippery slope. That's scary. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, I mean, and YouTube, if you have a response, you know, one thing we don't do, because I'm not a trained journalist, is tell them ahead of time that we're going to say this. So YouTube, if you have a response, call us. We'll put you on next week. Because maybe they're going to say, no, that's not true.
Yeah, we actually have a person that's offered to help us. So, yeah.
So I apologize, but I just found this story, and frankly, I'm just too tired to call anybody. So,
me too.
Yeah, me too. I'm tired.
What's a phone?
Phone? I made a YouTube video asking for a response, but nobody watched it. All right, what's hot? What's hot on YouTube this week?
There's this video it's not viral, but it's definitely getting some controversy. It's called 68 Accents of Dr. Seuss. And the question, is this funny or is it racist? Basically, it's this voice actor named Brizzy, this young lady. She's reciting Dr. Seuss's "Oh, the Places You'll Go" in 68 different accents from all around the world.
Now, she warned. She says many of these are stereotypical and or inaccurate. Don't freak out.
Yes. So a lot of the freak out happened kind of in the middle when she started doing the UK ones and the Asian ones toward the end.
Well, we got a British person in here. I'm going to let him listen and see if he's offended.
Here we go.
Everyone was just waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake, or a pot to boil.
Well, Briz, I got to tell you, it's nice you can do all those, but you shouldn't have to edit. You should be able to just do them, boom, boom, boom.
One other chance. Everyone is.
Hey, I edit.
So you have a content. You're like, you know what?
I think it's fine, but no editing allowed.
It's the YouTube style. Jump cuts, jump cuts.
No. That's because you can't do it in one take.
Hey,
all right.
That's the kind of video I do. Stop.
Ready, because
you can blame Zay Frank for that.
Yeah, it is.
The places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. And the magical things you will do at that ball will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame. You'll be famous as famous can be. With
and so like the Asian ones are toward the end if you want to speed up.
So here's what Chad schooled me. Chad taught me about this. He said it's not okay to do an accent, to make fun of somebody that can't, because if they can't change it.
Yeah, I went too far.
So a British person, you could change it. You could talk like an American, like a normal person. So it's
you just change your accent.
It's okay to make fun of British people.
So,
but Asian people can't change their accent. They're stuck. Is that what you were saying, Chad?
So the rule that it's not even a rule, it's just a good guideline is in comedy, don't make fun of something that people can't change. So don't make fun of someone's race because they couldn't change it.
Right.
But you could make fun of a way that they do something on the bus, or
well,
you
I've
could
been thinking about that.
Make fun of their clothes or something
because you
like
could
that.
change an accent, but it's still considered racist.
But
oddly, it's not considered racist to do a German accent, but it is to do a Chinese accent. No,
is she? But then making fun of them though. She's
not making fun.
Accents. She's reciting Dr. Seuss using their accents. She's not laughing at the.
And then there's also other guidelines of if you can make fun of someone if you yourself exhibit the behavior. So
you can make fun of redheads.
I could make fun of redheads and dyslexics pretty awesomely. Okay, but like if I went and started to make fun of someone who is Asian, then that wouldn't be okay.
Well, let's hear her Asian accent.
Okay, here, let me go find it in the video.
Because I do Asian accents and I'm always in trouble. Whenever I do the Indian guy who is fixing your computer, everybody gets very mad at me.
Be foul. And you will go to your enemy's prowl. And you will go to the hack and cracks a howl. And will a many a fry in creek. Do your arms may get sore and your sneak on may weak.
It's good.
On and on you will like, and I know you'll like fun. And face up to your problems.
She's very good.
She's really good.
Stop, of course. As you already know, you'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life is a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft.
I'm offended.
And never mix up your right foot.
Are you from Nigeria?
And
No, I'm
will
not
you
from
succeed?
Nigeria.
Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed.
Now that's the most offensive.
Yeah, oh my God.
Got you, Leo.
As an American newscaster, I resent that. No, I thought that she was very good. I thought she does a very good job.
I agree.
I don't think she was being racist. It's like she was showing her talents, and people are too sensitive.
Here's what it's offensive if like you do a Chinese driver. That would be like offensive, like assuming because people say, "Oh, they're bad drivers," and if you did like, "Oh, I can't see anything, I'm gonna run into you," that would be bad.
That would be
you mean like you just did.
Like, yeah, that's an example. But no, but I did that. That's fair use. Fair use racism.
Yes, I was reporting on
that's
racism.
Fair use racism. I was giving an example. But if you're Mr. Magoo, if you, oh, I'm driving. Whoa, no, where are they going? Oh my goodness, I'm driving down the sidewalk. That's not offensive.
I've never heard of fair use racism. That is, I am using that term. That is excellent. Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
So there we go. But yeah. So again,
should we take a vote? Should we take a vote? Racist or not racist? It looks like we've decided.
You know what? I'm going to tell you the truth.
Not racist.
Humor.
Yeah, I agree. Not
humor
racist.
always exists at the expense of somebody.
Right.
So if you're the butt of a joke, you're the butt, and you may not like it because jokes make fun of people. They all do. So now, a lot of comedians are self-deprecating. They make fun of themselves, like Louis C.K.
Right.
Yeah. He makes but he's almost always making fun of himself. So you like him because he's nice. He's not making fun of anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's always somebody. There's always a butt in any joke.
Every single video I do, I offend someone because they just don't like jokes.
And often the funnier it is, the more offensive it is. And I guess I figure, it's funny. But there are some things that are beyond the pale. When Seth MacFarlane made fun of of Abraham Lincoln on the Academy Awards, that wasn't so
too soon.
Too soon.
Too soon. Well, how about we listen to some pure imagination from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? There's this guy, I almost want to call him a kid because he's 19. Jacob Collier from the UK did this six incarnations of himself, and it's beautiful. And just take it.
I love these. There's a lot of these on YouTube.
So beautiful.
It's good.
If you fast forward a little bit, he throws a little piano thing in there. It's really good. Yeah, there's.
There used to be a person like this. He'd need to seek out other people and actually sing with them. Get them out of the house, maybe form a cappella group, a barbershop quartet. Now you don't need to. You can sing to yourself.
The reason why I show this is because this kid is so, like, no one knows about him. He gets no views. And this is just
good.
Amazing. This is really, really good.
Maybe he likes it that way. Maybe he's really shy.
So he puts it on YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, he puts it on YouTube for everybody to judge it. I don't think so.
It's funny because like I almost imagine some futuristic cafe that they would have hired some sort of a cappella band. Now they just play YouTube videos of a cappella instead.
You know, the truth is if you've ever had to listen to Barbershop Quartet for more than just a few minutes.
Yeah, it gets old.
It's better to do it this way.
I can't imagine just how hard this is to put together. Like the editing involved.
Well, what would you do? You'd record a master track, right?
Yeah, and what I'm amazed by is if you look at the video, he's not wearing any sort of monitor headphones. So it looks like he's just doing it all based off of memory and timing. But I could be wrong. He could be.
He's got to have some sort of.
He's looking down at something.
Audio solution. But remember, you can synchronize them after the fact. You just have to stay in tempo. In tempo. You might have a click track
and mash them all together. Right. Yeah, but it's amazing. I couldn't do that with.
Somebody said he's miming. He's actually not singing.
No, he's singing, and it's no auto tune. He had an interview where he confirmed. Someone confirmed it. He's good. He has a great voice.
Yeah,
amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So this is what I put this in because this is really to me what YouTube is about. This is pure YouTube, versus all the other stuff that we throw up there. This is where you find these gold mines like this. This is a gem that I think should get a lot of views. So
I hope it does, so he can afford a hairbrush, and then
it's a London style.
Now you're gonna get the comments.
Yeah.
See, you shouldn't have that old man on the show.
You can make fun of that because you can change your hair. You understand? Yeah.
Well, see, we also get the one with who's that redhead? Why is he on this show?
Why is that guy?
Hey, no, he's a YouTube superstar.
Yeah,
that's OMG Chad, my friend.
Copying that other UK YouTuber.
Is there another redhead?
Yes, and it's driving me nuts. I've had this redhead for like 2 years now.
He copied you?
And I didn't know about this other YouTuber, and he's way popular.
From becoming YouTube, the one we showed a couple weeks ago. There's also 2 hot girls that have red hair.
Right.
I have to show them to you.
I have a Twitter list of other people with my hair just to see what they're doing. on the internet constantly.
No, I actually learned about this because I used to work with Kevin Rose, and he did this with his hair, and it took him hours.
Really?
He actually would go into the bathroom with Bedhead, which is a gel, and he would one by one. So this is not as relaxed and carefree as it looks. Not easy. There's a lot of work goes into that.
I would put $100 down if you did this for one show.
I did. I did it on the screensavers. I went in. Dan Heward and Kevin Rose went in the bathroom. I followed them in. Wait a minute. That's a bad way to begin a story. And I did it, and it did not look as good. But see, this is easy. I want to speak for the older generation. You take a brush, and you brush your hair like that, and that's all you do.
Well, it takes me hours to get mine ready, so I understand. I feel the pain.
Do you use like a zero clipper and just run that over there every once in a while?
No, I do not. I go to a barber. I pay $40 every 2 weeks. I go to actual barber.
Wow, every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow, you're dedicated. It's not the money for me. It's the time. I don't want to sit in a chair with some guy talking about baseball for an hour. That's hell.
Okay.
It's just hell. And if it's a woman, it's even worse because then she's talking about like clothes. And sex
see that? Oh, there you go. You just stereotyped all.
She can't change that, right? Oh, she could. It's going downhill. It's really going downhill. This is good. So jacobcollier.co.uk is Jacob's website.
Check him out. Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves a lot more attention. This is a beautiful site too, by the way.
Yeah, and looked at the bottom. It's like some kind of someone can submit to make your own site.
It's like an about.me kind of a site, or
I think so. Like it says something at the very bottom. Where is it?
I can't scroll down, so.
Yeah, me either.
Maybe that's because I'm using Windows 8. I don't know.
Why are you still using that?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's handcrafted by I Can Make You website.
I Can Make You website.
I don't know what that is, but I guess it's a company.
No making fun, Leo.
I Can Make You website.
No making fun.
Oh, easy. Oh, I make it for you now.
No,
I didn't do that.
Yes, you did.
You didn't do that.
That wasn't me.
Some other guy.
Some other guy did that.
Stole the mic.
Did Italian. It wasn't me.
This is where we'd have an advertisement on the show, but for obvious reasons, no one wants to advertise.
No one wants to advertise in this. I'm gonna go broke. So let's get into a discussion story. Oh my God. So all right. YouTube is starting to make, or some of the big partners starting to make original series. Like Netflix has the House of Cards. I have not seen it yet, but I heard it's really good. And
there's Machinima Prime.
Yeah, Hulu is also making it, and yeah, Machinima Prime is part of this Machinima network. They have a sci-fi drama called Omega. I'm gonna tell you, I watched it. They need a lot more work because I saw sci-fi and I immediately got excited because I love sci-fi.
Yeah,
but this one was not. The acting was horrible. It was not good.
Now, did you see the H+ series?
That won a lot of awards. That was supposed to be good.
Oh my gosh, you haven't seen it? I'm so surprised. So H+ was done by Warner Brothers.
Is it on Hulu?
No, it's on YouTube. It's one of these promoted channels. Let me see if I can type fast enough to get it up. Digital.
Yeah,
series.
I was surprised. Machinima has millions of dollars, and I was surprised at how poor this came out.
Yeah, no, this is pretty amazing.
It's hard to talent is tough. You can't pay. Money is not enough to get talent.
Right. No,
I mean it is, but there's other people bidding. I don't know. I just think it's tough.
So let's jump in. Yeah. So Warner Brothers digital distribution. This is one of the promoted channels. I don't know if this is exactly what you're talking about.
It's the same type of thing. Yeah. Any kind of original series that's made.
Right. And this is exclusive to YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess my question is, do we take it seriously if it's from YouTube versus if it's from Netflix? Or from Hulu. Hulu has like 3 or 4 coming out.
It seems like the viewers don't mind because there's 1.1 million views on this.
How are the likes?
That's not a huge number though. Wait a minute.
It's not huge.
That's
not huge for
number.
YouTube.
And that's what, about $1,500 per million.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's not a big. I mean, they put more than $1,500 into this.
Most likely.
Yeah. So it's not a big money maker for them.
Unless they got some other advertisers that are like embedded in the thing, like product placement or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's tough because YouTube audience is like very, very fickle. So I wonder how much money can they really make unless they do some brand deals in the video, because you're right. Unless you get 20, 30 million views, you're not making any money off these things at all.
Right.
Netflix is making a killing, I think, off the House of Cards. I mean, so many people are signing up just to watch that one series.
Well, and how much did they spend? We don't know, but it was we presume it was at least $100 million for that series. And somebody did the math, and they don't need a whole bunch of new subscribers, and it's very doable. In fact, the growth that they normally have, about 10% a month, is sufficient to fund it. So the finances on that made a lot of sense. YouTube is a little bit tougher, as we've learned from these YouTube channels. It's hard to make that money back, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. So, Machinima, keep working, and any other of these networks. Well, I think there's potential. I like to watch stuff on YouTube, and I like to fling it from my iPad to the TV to watch it in a big screen. But they gotta get the production up, and so it doesn't feel like a cheap YouTube video like the kinds I make.
So let me ask you, do we have a fake or not fake segment? Because I want to know if this is an April Fool's joke or not. Have you seen this, the YouTube One channel?
Oh, no, the One channel is 100% real.
What is this?
The One channel is the new layout. They were just broadcasting the new layout. I Just Think was one of the headliners.
So this is just the new. We already talked about this. This is the new one. Oh, I thought it was gonna be one channel with every YouTube video in it.
Oh no.
That would have been, because that's how it looked with the first thing. It was just like all the videos at once. That way you don't have to watch individual videos. You just watch them all at once.
What kind of world are we living in when we have that? No.
No?
No.
April Fool's is the worst day. This is what it creates. This is the problems that it creates.
I'm suspicious about everything.
Every single thing.
Everything. One channel to rule them all.
Yes.
It's a product. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, but how about one talk channel to rule them all? And we're going to talk about our channel of the week.
Our channel of the week.
Yeah, my segues are excellent. So,
if I do say so myself.
Yes. So there's a UK vlogger named Bing. I do happen to know him, full disclosure, but I just like this channel. It's a discussion channel. They actually got youtube.com/talk. I don't know how they got that, but it brings creators who like to talk, together, discuss ideas and issues. And there's a new topic each week. The latest topic they did was excellent. It's like, do we need a royal family?
Yeah, it's asking UK YouTubers about the royal family.
So what happens? Somebody poses the question, and then they do it in the comments, or where does the?
They pose a question in the comments, and then that next week they choose one, and they start. They have one person who's pro, one person that's against, and then the last guy kind of wraps it up. And I think it's an awesome type of series to. Some people like debate, and that's perfect for them to kind of get into the channel. It's a pretty young channel. So, I definitely wanted to promote it because it has a good concept if you like talk.
They call it YouTube's debate team.
Talk's better.
Now, do they have to follow the rules of debate, the parliamentary rules of debate, or is it just talk?
I think it's just talk. It's just you give your opinion in a video, your audience comments on it, and they have a different person for each one.
Right. So it's a 3-video part.
Absolutely. It has a lot of potential. I enjoyed the royal family one because I was like, yeah, I'm not in the UK, of course. So I was like, yeah, do you really need them? That she has no power anymore. But then the dissenter was like, yeah, we do need it because the royal family, they're emissaries or ambassadors for our country. It makes us look good and makes us proud to be in Britain. In Britain. See, I'm not British. I can't talk for them, but the guy made a good point.
But you can talk like them.
I know I can. I tried.
And if you did, it would be considered offensive.
They get very offended when I try it. I have a heavy UK audience. I love them to death, but they will get on me when I try to do a British accent. I can't do it.
Yeah. I just make it up as I go along. This is a good idea for a YouTube channel. You know about forensics? They must have had forensics when you were in school, Chad.
What, like for
debate
dead people? Oh.
Debate.
Oh.
You said you have a forensics channel where you have.
Yeah, I thought you meant like CSI forensics.
Yeah, unfortunately, CSI has ruined the term forensics. It's really a.
So you have rules, and then
it's parliamentary debate.
Right. That would be interesting.
But there's different kinds of forensics. Like there's one where you have to extemporaneously give a speech for like 3 minutes, but you get 3 words from the audience. Broccoli, I don't know, racism, and YouTube, and then you have to make a speech about the subject.
Huh. That seems. I don't even want. I was like, you know what? Let me try it. Right?
No, you don't want to do that. No,
I don't want to.
It's hard.
Yeah,
these people are really good at this stuff. Anyway, there's no.
I was in debate team freshman year. Of high school.
Yeah,
so I don't remember a lot of it. I just wanted
there was a cute
talk.
girl, wasn't there?
Well, freshman year was an all boys school, so no. But after that, I went to a regular school. It was much better. That was torture.
Yeah. I went to an all boys school in 7th, 8th, and 9th grade. I think you and I have much in common as a result.
I think so. Yeah.
We're lonely nerds.
Yes, and handsome.
Handsome. The Guardian did an article on 20 of, speaking of the UK, Britain's most popular tubers.
Yeah, we talked about one of the first guy. It's the redhead.
Yeah,
I hate him.
He's my nemesis. He's like my arch enemy.
His name is what?
Benjamin Cook.
Benjamin Cook. 9 Brass Monkeys.
He featured that channel a few episodes ago, and channel's blowing up. I like this because I really like UK vloggers. I'm very partial to them. So
well, they all have British accents. Isn't that? That's kind of strange. It's kind of a coincidence.
But they speak very well. They know how to vlog very well.
They just sound more intelligent because they're speaking in British accent. It just sounds more intelligent.
That might be true.
Yes.
But I love it. So yeah, if you want a listing of good channels to check out, we'll put this link in the YouTube description, and you can check out these awesome 20 channels. I'm subscribed to many.
This is an interesting question. Do you think British people are better at YouTube than Americans?
I think they've got the concept of community and vlogging down a lot better.
I also think
the US had it and they lost it.
Dry British humor might be better on, that kind of dryness might work better.
I've also always wanted to know the statistics. Is their viewership mostly Americans that are enamored by their accents?
I think it has
because
a lot to do with that.
I was like, man, I just can listen to you all day long.
I don't care what you're saying. I like how you say it.
Yeah. Is it racist that if anything a British person says is funny?
Because we are the same as British people.
Okay, good.
We just have a wrong accent.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm not exactly the same.
You could be.
No, but no. There are some black British people.
You can't call them African Americans. You could call them African British people.
I don't know what they're called there, but they're awesome.
They're awesome.
No,
that's racist because some of them are definitely not awesome. Some of them could be bad people, but they're not all awesome.
You said awesome to a group of people.
I'm just teasing.
They're all awesome.
They're all awesome because they talk like this, governor. And they call you governor.
That was Irish.
I don't know what it is. I'm talking funny all of a sudden. No, that Brizzy girl inspired me. That's good. She did how many accents? 68 accents.
Yeah, and I know you're good at it.
No, I'm not that good. I was very impressed. She was quite good.
She was quite good.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's hard to do.
Finally, Leo, before we go, some good tips. Now, we've done different tips of all these episodes, but there's a book that YouTube they've had out for about 2 years or 3 called the YouTube Creator Playbook. And it's really specialized to, as they say, to help you get big on YouTube. But if you're new and you want to learn how to at least optimize your channel to know how to put your tags in correctly or how to put your description in correctly, it's a great tool. We'll have the link in the description. I encourage you to look at it. The reason why I wanted to give this tip specifically is because they've come out with a new playbook that really breaks it down. It's called where is it? It's called Playbook Guide. So if you're a musician, they have a playbook guide for music, sports, education, media companies, that's you, Leo, and nonprofits. And it's specialized to you and how you can optimize your channel.
Damn, we should read that. Chad, have you read that?
This is the first time. This is a great tip. This is the first time I've seen it.
Existed. We're doing everything wrong.
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, on your, if you want to be honest, in your YouTube channels,
you all
don't put any SEO consideration into them.
No.
It sucks. We suck.
No, you don't suck. You just it's an afterthought. That's all. Your main focus is your network.
iTunes.
What should we do to improve the SEO? I don't even like that phrase, SEO.
No, I don't either. But at the very minimum, I think your users would like it if you all would at least put the show notes into the descriptions. I know
don't do that. Why don't we do that?
So let's look at Twig.
Yeah.
And if you click on this, all it has is the tease from the website.
Well,
that's the
lazy.
only thing that's in there. Well, it's the pipeline. It's
we have a
machine
that does it.
Yeah. And then on top of that, our show notes. That's really the only new thing in the show notes. We don't put links to stories that we cover because we jump all around in the doc. I mean,
Tech News Today gets yelled at a lot for that on YouTube because people actually watch it on YouTube and it's like, hey, I want to look at the notes. Where are they? So it's just they'll tell you stuff like that in a playbook.
Yeah, there's no tags in these videos.
I wouldn't do that for SEO, to be honest. I would, although it would benefit that because it'd give you something to search for. But I would do it more for convenience for the viewers.
Yeah,
so that
it will improve their views too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't even see. I don't want more views. I'm not into marketing. I like it the way it is, but I want to be. But if it's a good thing for our viewers, I want to do that.
Okay. I like that attitude.
Yeah, I feel that if we serve the viewers, the rest will follow. I hate to chase viewers or chase views.
That is very well. See, that's why we need you on this show to balance me out. Because I want the views.
Because all you really care about is views.
No, that's not all I care about. I love my audience. So yeah, check those playbooks out.
YouTube.com/playbook/YT/playbook.
Yeah, and then /guides if you want to go to the guides. But
that's great.
I mean, it's chock full of tips. You read that. I've gone over them at least 2 or 3 times, and it's helped immensely. Yeah. But if you're an intermediate person, it won't help much because you already are probably doing it already.
No, apparently we suck.
Oh well, it's work.
Right.
You all don't suck. It's just one thing. But you almost need to hire somebody. What do you have? 25 shows?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it would be a lot of work.
Because we've been doing this specifically for the YouTube show. And so if you go to the YouTube show,
Chad does it.
And so you have news, viral videos.
Now, let's see, is that improved things or not?
It does. Look at the comments and views are way higher than your other ones.
Right. Right.
And that has nothing to do with the fact that it's about you. Hey, but can you not make the key frame be some old guy in a green hat?
That's actually just the first frame.
That really looks like a show I don't want to watch.
Can we zoom into that?
What is that? A bookie? What is it? Is it a show by a bookie about horse race betting? What the hell is that show about? That's an old man in a green hat. I don't want to watch that show.
It's good. It's funny because we actually photoshopped out your teeth in this photo as well. Just to,
I'm the guy from Up. I need some balloons.
Oh, my God.
I remember when I was young. We didn't have YouTube.
So, dude, we are out of beta now, and we are going.
This is it. This is the last one.
This is the last beta. So we'll have our own channel next week, and I will be in the studio next week, and it'll be a podcast because everybody's asking when it's going to be a podcast, and they're excited. I think there's going to be a lot of buzz for this show. I think it's going to do well.
Will it help if I wear a bikini next week?
While I'm in the studio, no.
There's one woman in the audience. She said no, so I'm gonna take that as a no.
Yeah,
no means no.
Because I have to sit next to you, and I do not want to.
Will you wear? What if we both wore bikinis?
We definitely get the.
We'd show up in the recommendations, right? Because you get every time I watch a video, there's a person in a bikini.
We definitely get the gay audience for sure. That would. You
mean people were happy?
No, I'm not saying anything offensive. I'm saying both of us in a bikini, that would be hot. They will flock. They will flock.
No, one will flock. They will flock in the other direction. Reverse flocking. We'll be flocked.
Flogged.
Lamarr Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, youtube.com/
Lamarr Wilson.
That was hard. That's 2 R's.
It's very easy. I'm doing what's called Veda this month, which is vlog every day. In April, I'm on day 7, just completed today. Did a food challenge where I eat some really disgusting stuff with a friend. So be sure to check that out.
Who makes that stuff up like Veda? Who makes that up? Where does that come from?
It just kind of it's been around for years. I don't know where it originated from, but some of these things just have kind of hung around. These little things that you do, like I did a 7 facts about me. I don't know who started it, but it's
kind of fun.
It's these chains, and you get into them, and the audience loves them.
Yeah,
so,
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, so every day in April, even while I'm there in the studio next week, a video will be going up at the same time.
Every single day. How do you do it, Lamarr?
I have nothing else to do.
Lamarr Wilson, Chad Johnson, Leo Laporte, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week for This Week in YouTube.